A live look at Piscataway, New Jersey at Shea Stadium. It's the Minnesota Golden Gophers and the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
I caught up with Rutgers head coach before the game. They know that they have an opportunity to make some history here today. Their wide receiver is so close to breaking that conference record for passing reception touchdowns. The problem, in the red zone, the defense is going to be keyed on him. He has shown to be a big-time possession receiver. He can go up and get the football. That's going to be a fun cat-and-mouse game to watch. Defense doubling, a lot of push and shoving, or can he come down with the ball and come down with a record here today? Back to you.
Holly, thank you. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Minnesota Golden Gophers offense that has the first possession of the game. Let's take a look now at Jalen Smith. He's a good route runner, good solid hands, and a big part of this passing attack.
And man, this guy is fun to watch. You do not want to take a bathroom break. Sit in your seat when this offense has the ball, because at any point in time, this receiver can make the unbelievable highlight catch, David. His catch radius is as good as there is in all of college football. He has an unbelievable ability to just reel it in. We just expect it to happen today.
It's just a knack, and it's almost like every weekend you're going through social media, like, where's the clip, right? Like, because he just makes these clips that most humans don't make, whether it's one hand, whether it's two hand, whether he's guarded or not. Like, he just has this unbelievable knack of playmaking, and we will see it today at some point in the ballgame.
They'll run the screen. He did everything he could to find enough running room, and he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's fourth down. And the Golden Gophers will punt it away on fourth down. Having to kick it away after a 3-and-out's not what they had in mind. On the return. He's brought down, and he looked for room to return it, and there wasn't much there. The Scarlet Knights offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. A big challenge in this matchup is for the linebackers to be able to hold their ground, something they haven't always been successful at doing. A snap, wants to throw to start this drive. Pulls it in, it's Duff. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
This guy reminds you a little bit of Devontae Smith back in Alabama winning the Heisman. This guy makes plays week in, week out. Top 5 right now in the nation in receiving yards, and that's why he's in the Heisman discussion.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go, ready. 129, 129, go.
The run inside. It's Raymond. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Between the hashes, it's Raymond.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Second down, going to throw it. Right down the middle. With the catch, it's Duff. And he's knocked down. They'll mark it at the 15. It's a first down in the red zone. And the Scarlet Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a gap. It's Raymond. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. The Golden Gophers will start this drive. The offense looks ready to roll. They went 3-and-out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Holds on, it's Johnson. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. The Golden Gophers right after the huge play through the air back to the line. Press center downs going to the air. Pulls it in. It's Johnson. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And the Golden Gophers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Keeps it himself. He just has a nose for those little crevices to be able to find space, and he picks up the first down.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. The give to the back. Down he goes.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Makes a connection. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. Off play action on first down. Fires to the wideout. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
We've come to the break, and Rutgers is holding the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Under pressure. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. This is going to be a 46-yard field goal attempt. He gets a hand on it.
And they had been practicing this all week long. They saw something on film that made them think they could overload them on the right-hand side, and they were able to get back there to block that kick.
The Scarlet Knights start this drive. The offense looks ready to go. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So on this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10.
Sweet. Return, Jay. Running down.
Fresh set of downs going up top. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Got his man. He's down right there. Short gain on the grab.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
They're all over him. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again, and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Here we go. Ready. 180. Go.
On On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Just gets rid of that one.
It's been a tale of 2 drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown in the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously,
guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. He's changing the play. Got to make the play on 4th. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
And I don't know how to explain that one. 4th down and long, the percentages are low anyways, and on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my first half. I'm not sure what they were thinking on offense.
Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. Grab behind the line. It's Ford. Picked up 4 yards on the play. It'll be 3rd and 6.
Man, you gotta love the safety's eyes on that play. He didn't get lost. He didn't get enamored with everything that was going on in front of him, playing pass down the field. He locked eyes on that running back, saw the screen develop, comes upfield, makes the play, makes the sound tackle.
Just outside the red zone as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 22. The Golden Gophers come to the line with a new set of downs. Drops back on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. That had touchdown written all over it from the moment he caught the ball. Big play, big run for the score.
Yeah, it had touchdown written all over it because nobody was covering him. It'd be a good idea to get a hand on him. You know, listen, I know you guys got some speed, and maybe you give him a cushion and give him some space, but that was a little aggressive on the space department there.
He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. Finds his man. It's Duff. Able to work into the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
And he's been the go-to guy all year long. Like, he's in the top 5 in all of college football in receiving yards for a reason. They're going to find him because he's always open, making plays. This dude has been unbelievable. He's being mentioned in the Heisman conversation. That is really hard to do as a wide receiver, so that shows you what kind of special year this young man's having.
well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Selling the fake. On the run, fires downfield. Out wide right, it's Duff. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. It's a 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Raymond. Nice pickup on the ground here, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. The Scarlet Knights look to do some damage in the red zone. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Wants to throw one first. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on 1st down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a 2nd down and long and putting them in a great position to be successful.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Duff. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. right down the boulevard. It's good. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Pulls and fires complete. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. The hurry up now. Second down. Clock ticking.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Catch in the middle. It's Bolden. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. The Gophers will take their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Can't hold on in the face of the contact. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Looking for a big play. Pulls it in on the right. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. Timeout taken by Minnesota. That's their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And the Golden Gophers with the 1st and 10. Fresh center downs going to the air. Open on the right side, that's Smith.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. So they'll try the field goal and try to draw even here before halftime. And don't forget, they've already had a field goal block. Absolutely perfect. And guys, that field goal draws us even as we get close to halftime.
This kicker is mentally tough, man. There are not a lot of guys that would have a kick blocked earlier in the game come out here and make that kick you just saw. That was awesome.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, thanks. Welcome into the Week 11 version of the EA Sports College Football Update Show as we inch closer to bowl season. We begin with Louisville taking on the Cal Golden Bears. And it's the Cardinals in an absolute fist fight with a team that has been every bit their equal today. Both offenses putting up points. Feels like anything can happen in this second half. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now over to your game in Piscataway. And talk about a good competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these two programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been a very evenly played game. Fascinating to see how the rest of this one plays out. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the birthplace of college football.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Golden Gophers will boot it away to start the second half. Looking for blockers. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here, when it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Raymond. The defense there to make the stop, and he barreled right into the teeth of the monster and picked up 4.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy because that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
Fires to the big fella. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. And the Scarlet Knights look to keep this drive humming. On the move, it's Raymond. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Needs it here on 4th down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Took a shot as he threw. Good job just to get rid of that one.
Well, the ball hasn't hit the ground very often for this guy in this game, right? He's even still, after that incompletion, over 80% throwing, which is key. Because last game he was under 50% on his throws. He went back to work, worked on his fundamentals, and that's really showing up here.
Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. And the Golden Gophers peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. That's caught. It's Hayes. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. He'll try the left side. Oh, and that's just like a penalty. They get in the backfield and knock him down for a loss of 5.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football,
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. The Golden Gophers will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. Here comes the Rutgers offense onto the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Using his legs, it's Raymond. Breaks into the open. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. Got a little grass. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup.
Hey, coaches talk about it all the time, man. We want to run the football, get in manageable 3rd down situations. Well, you don't have to worry about that. If you can just hand it to this guy, and he gets you a 1st down, and he gets you another for...
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Well, it's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last 2 plays. Offense gets a chunk play. and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
Second down to the air. Fires to the middle. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Comes down, it's Thompson. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. They'll run the counter. Oh, what a move. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Going to take a shot on second and short. Grabbed in the middle, it's Thompson. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. Both of these teams still on the outside looking in at the top 25, but here are the rankings as we are winding our way toward the end of the season. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the fourth. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with a first down. Running the red zone, it's Ford. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Out wide left, it's Ford. That completion will take it close to the 5-6.
What's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where you can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. Picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Right at the line. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal. And this offense is so close they can almost taste taking a fourth quarter lead, but they don't want to leave too much time on the clock for an answer. All over him immediately.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down.
Touchdown, Minnesota! They move on top here in the fourth. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmakers, slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football, he'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
Bringing it back. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. The Scarlet Knights start this drive. The offense looks ready to go. Keeps it moving, it's Raymond. He's got enough. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to their running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The play fake. Finds his big tight end. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Quickly to the tight ends. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
We knew coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
The Scarlet Knights want to crank the tempo. They give it back to him. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success.
Oh, the ball popped out. That's a way to mess up a drive. Defense picks it up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute, build this lead a little bit bigger, put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. He's past the marker, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a two-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. They get you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Second and long here. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Left side is Carter.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Sends it downfield. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the...
Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the fourth down decision pays off big time.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw again. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an L.
Turns it upfield. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all.
Intercepted, number 19. He'll try to take it back. They finally make the stop, and not only the turnover, but the big return has them set up in business. Minnesota's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes if you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring. I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop you.
There he goes. Runs it all the way down to the 8-yard line before he's forced out of bounds. It'll be 1st and goal.
Well, that's the best run of the day for him so far, and he's a guy that looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. He's beginning to wear on this defense a little bit. If you're on offense, you probably want to keep giving him the ball.
And while the game is all but decided, why not try to get another one if you can? That's part of the fun, right? They'll run it in the red zone. It's Ford. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Now on 2nd and goal. Sometimes it's just not your day. Things just didn't work, and that seemed to be the case here.
Yeah, they didn't get the W. They didn't do enough. But now you start to think about what could I have done differently? What do I need to become more offensively? Defensively, what can I morph into to make those extra difference in the next game that I play?
Yeah, David, they just need a little